Hey y'all. So if you're struggling to have faith and believe that God can remove things, He can change things, or you just feel like it ain't working, like your prayers are just not being heard, I'm here to tell you. I ain't trying to push no religion on nobody or nothing, but I'm telling you, when your back is against the wall and you don't see your way out of something, or you don't see a way for something to work out for you, God always throw a ram in the bush, and He always do things on time. He don't do it when we want Him to do it. He do it when He see fit for us to do it. Because I used to be a smoker, and it is going on 2 years now. When I say I smoke, baby, I smoke. I was a cigarette smoker. I'm talking about dang near a pack and a half a day. Smoking, chain smoker. I was a smoker. Y'all thought that I was gonna die smoking, like I was going to my grave still a smoker. But I kept praying about it. I kept asking God, I'm like, God, take the taste out of my mouth of smoking. I don't want to smoke no more. You know what I'm saying? My mom was a smoker. My mom smoked for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And so I enjoyed smoking. You know what I'm saying? Smoke was like a piece for me. Y'all smokers out there know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to push you to quit, but you know what I'm saying? You know what you need to do, but you'll do it in your own time. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm talking about here is faith. It's a little bit of faith. Like, you got to keep on believing that something will happen until it changes. You know what I'm saying? It will happen for you. I kept praying for years and years and years, Lord, take this taste of smoking out of my mouth. I don't want to smoke all my life. And then my son was the one who really triggered it for me, because he was like, Mama, I don't want you to pass from, smoking or whatever. He was like, you need to quit smoking so that way I'll have you in my life forever and ever. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know I can't live forever, you know what I'm saying? But the thought that my baby is saying this to me with tears in his eyes, and he was like 10 at the time. I wanted to quit at that moment just to please his little heart, but I knew ain't no way. I'm too deep in this thing to just, you know what I'm saying, be like, okay, I'm finna quit. Ain't no way. That's not finna happen. So I told him, baby, I would try to quit smoking. And so I didn't stop smoking instantly. It took some years. It took a long time for me to quit smoking. Now, health issues started arising where I would quit for like, what was it, a month at a time, 5 months at a time or something like that. And then I would go back soon as something major happens again. But even though I went back several times or whatever, eventually I quit. Now I'm not a smoker. And I didn't even ask God to take the taste of drinking out of my mouth. Because, see, sometimes He can do things. He can kill two birds with one stone. He can take two habits away from you at one time, and you only prayed for one. And so, if you smoke, drinking and smoking go hand in hand. Baby, I ain't asked Him to take the drinking away from me. I didn't have an issue with the drinking, and, you know what I'm saying, except for when I was with the one narcissist who I had to drink to, be able to tolerate his foolishness or whatever. But after that died down, I went back to normal, just occasionally socially drinking. But now that I don't smoke no more, I don't have the taste for alcohol and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I went and bought a bottle of wine last Christmas. Do you know I just threw that bottle away a week ago? Held on to it. I'm like, oh, the wine getting better with time, and I'm going to take me a little sip of it. Y'all, I took one shot of that wine when I bought that bottle, and I ain't never touched it again ever since. It's just been sitting in my door in the refrigerator all that time since last Christmas. And every time I open the refrigerator and I see it, I say, oh, I'm going to drink that. Take me a little sip this weekend. The weekend get here, and I don't even think about that alcohol. So it was like, I'm like, well, Lord, I didn't even ask you to take that away from me, but you took that away anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if I want to have me a glass of wine, because that's all I really drink right now anyway. I used to mess with the hard stuff. But now I'm more laid back with it. It's not even that deep no more, and I can just sip me some wine and be good with that. And I ain't even I could buy a bottle and it'll be a waste of my money, because just like that bottle sat in there all that time and I just discarded it a week ago and it's been in there since last Christmas. Baby, ain't no need for me to go under it. You know what I'm saying? Not unless I'm finna sit around with a bunch of people and they can help me drink this bottle, when I could have killed that bottle by myself. So all I'm saying is that if you prayed for something, yeah, you don't have to badger God about your prayers, or whoever it is that you pray to. You don't have to badger them with your prayers, because they heard you the first time. So set the prayer out there and leave it alone. And baby, before you know it, your prayer will be answered and you'll be looking around like, dang, like me. I can't believe I stopped smoking. I'm telling you, y'all, I thought I was going to be forever smoking. I wouldn't let smoking go, because that was keeping me sane. Like, that was, in my mind, keeping me from going off on a lot of people. That kept me from making a lot of, doing a lot of stupid things to try to, try to hurt people or whatever. It kept me, at least that's what we think it's doing. But after we done smoking, the problem is still there, you know what I'm saying? But for that second, if you just needed a woosah, it was good for that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, whatever your prayers are, give it time. It's not going to happen in your time. It's going to happen when God or whoever it is you serve say it's okay, now we can go ahead and get her that prayer. We can go ahead and answer that prayer. It's just never ever when we want it to happen. But if you say it, he heard you, they heard you the first time. Now you can't take it back, because you've already put it out there. Just hang on and wait for it. It's coming. Because I'm telling you, it was like, when I came to the day that I quit, because I was thinking it was something wrong with the product. But no, it was just God changing me. So here I am, I'm changing different brands of cigarettes to smoke or whatever, because everything I was smoking was making me feel sick. And so I'm like, man, okay, well then let me just smoke I had done went down to the ultralights, y'all, and I was a menthol smoker. I had went down to regular, and then I ended on ultralights. Marlboro ultralights, or the Newport mediums and all that good stuff. But I stopped smoking Newports a long time ago, and I had moved back to, because my first cigarette was a Salem that I tried, and then after the Newport started tasting funny and everybody was complaining about that or whatever, I moved on to the Marlboro, and I started smoking the Marlboro Slates when they came out. From the Marlboro Slates, I went to Cools. From Cools to back to I ended off smoking Black and Milds, the smooth ones. All that stuff was making me sick, and I thought it was the product, but no, it was God showing me, all right, baby, you're not gonna get the same effect. I mean, I felt like my eyes was about to pop out of my head when I smoked it. Like, you know how you get lightheaded when you first hit the smoke or whatever. It was like that, but it was more intense, like to the 10th power. It was like my eyes was ready to bulge out my head, and then my stomach was hurting. So I'm just like, you know what? When I finally caught on to it, I was like, let me see if it's me. So I go and I purchased a Black and Mild, and no, I purchased a pack of ultralight Marlboros or whatever. I light it up, and I'm like, this thing here should not even be that strong or whatever. So I took another puff of it, and when I took that puff of it, I was like, okay, yeah, nah. The effect was a little bit worse when I took that puff, and I was like, okay, yeah, nah, I need to just leave them alone, because the feeling that I was feeling was not a feel-good feeling at all. And so I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't want to feel like this. It felt like I was lightheaded, like I was spinning, my stomach was hurting, and like everything was like going fast in my body. And I was just like, okay, yeah, nah, this is a sign that I need to go ahead and quit. So that was my last time testing out to see if that was gonna be my last time smoking, and it definitely was. And that was 2 years ago, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I was I was a smoker, baby. I would have never thought that I would have quit smoking. But here I am, cigarette free. I don't smoke nothing. I don't drink nothing like that either. So, you know what I'm saying? He did that for me. So, whatever it is that you've been praying for and you feeling like God or whoever it is you serve have not heard you, they heard you the first time. They did. They heard you the first time, whether you think they did or not. They heard you the first time, and once you said it, baby, you can't take it back. So when it's your time and whoever it is that you serve feel like you're ready to receive what it is that you prayed for, they gonna give it to you, and you ain't gonna expect it. Not even gonna expect it. So just keep holding on and don't give up. Your prayer will be answered. All right, y'all have a great day, and I love y'all. I don't know what I was gonna say there, but yeah, congrats to me for no smoking, y'all. I love y'all. Have a great day.